It's Tuesday, July 31st, and time for your Barbados Today evening news update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Much ado about nothing. Outspoken Anglican priest Charles Morris is not at all concerned that the decision to choose the next Bishop of Barbados is now in the hands of the House of Bishops. The Synod of the Anglican Church handed over the task to the highest decision-making body last night after it failed to choose between 61-year-old Dr. Jeffrey Gibson, the Dean of the Cathedral of St. Michael and All Angels, and 45-year-old John Rogers, who is the rector of the St. George Parish Church.
I supported the idea of going to the House of Bishops, and people must understand that going to the House of Bishops is part of the process of the election of a bishop. I don't think that the synod should be chastised for not electing a bishop. What is going to happen now is part of the process of the election of bishop. We could not choose, so there go. And we have to stop this foolishness about being scared of somebody else coming here as a bishop. Look, man, we're from the Church of the Province of the West Indies. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
The Church of the Province of the West Indies. That means something to me.
Things are looking up for the local sugar industry. Authorities are reporting a 15% increase in this year's sugar production. But that's not all. They're also in the process of exporting the commodity to the United States of America. General Manager of the Barbados Agricultural Management Company, Leslie Parris, says Port Vale, the sole sugar factory in operation, produced 11,542 tons of sugar this year compared to 10,037 last year. Veteran Calypsonian Smokey Burke has been hospitalized. Confirmation of this from his daughter, Sharon Carter Burke, who also thanked doctors and the nursing staff at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital for managing his care and the public for their concern and prayerful support. No details have been provided on his current ailment. Burke, who competed 11 days ago in the semi-finals of the Pico de Crop Calypso competition, is due to compete in Friday's finals at the Kensington Oval. The owner of No. 1 Beauty Supplies and two of his employees have been accused of kidnapping a former cashier. Omar Ahmad Bashiti of 242 Marcus Drive, Crystal Heights, St. Michael, has been charged along with security guard Ronaldo Cameron Bernard of 4th Avenue, Pickwick Gap, Westbury Road, St. Michael, and IT specialist Stephen Graves of Ellis Road, Halls Road, St. Michael. The trio was not required to plead to the joint charge of removing Karen Thompson from Rockdundo, St. Michael without her consent on July 20th. Bashiti and Bernard are further accused of trespassing at Thompson's home on the same date with intent to commit theft, while Bashiti is facing a separate charge of stealing $700 cash belonging to the same complainant. Following submissions from the prosecutor, Station Sergeant Samuel Hines, and defense attorney Angela Mitchell-Giddings, the accused men were released on bail on the condition that they stay away from the complainant. Bashiti was released on $15,000 bail, while Bernard was granted $12,000 and Graves $10,000 bail. They returned before Magistrate Douglas Frederick on November 7, while Bashiti is to appear in the District D Magistrates Court on August 8 on the theft charge.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To news from our regional neighbors, Trinidad and Tobago's former National Security Minister Gary Griffith is now the police commissioner designate. This after he was given the nod by government MPs in Parliament. We get the details in this TV6 News report.
Following months of controversy which saw the top 3 nominees for Commissioner of Police rejected by the House, Gary Griffith, former National Security Minister in the People's Partnership government, was given the green light by the sitting PNM government. The opposition abstained from the vote, but from the disposition of one MP, the decision appeared not so unanimous.
Dr. Khan? Dr. Khan? Dr. Khan?
The opposition leader was noticeably absent from the debate.
And you couldn't even be bothered to show up. That tells you how important it is to you all.
During the debate, opposition MP Dr. Rudal Monilal expressed faith in Griffith's ability to do the job, but raised concerns about the manner in which he was selected.
When you come and you just veto and get to your candidate, effectively it is the political directorate, it is the head of government. And you placed him now in a position that could compromise him.
And finally, on the international scene, Facebook says it has removed 32 accounts and pages believed to have been set up to influence the midterm U.S. elections in November. We get the details in this Reuters TV report.
Facebook on Tuesday said it's identified a coordinated campaign to influence the 2018 midterms, activity that's consistent with Russian efforts from 2016. The social network said it removed 32 politically oriented fake accounts and pages from the platform and Instagram due to what the company called inauthentic behavior. Asked Lawn Warriors, Black Elevation, and Resistors are just some of the names of pages and accounts that collectively created more than 9,500 posts and were followed by almost 300,000 other Facebook accounts. Reuters tech correspondent Stephen Nellis.
The pages and the accounts that Facebook took down seemed to be getting some real traction. They had about 290,000 followers, and they had spent about $11,000 on 150 different ads. These pages were also creating events and trying to get people interested in coming to them. They created about 30 different events, and one of them had about 1,400 people who said that they were interested in coming.
Facebook has not identified who is behind the fake accounts, saying whoever is behind them went to great lengths to hide their true identities.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on the Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.